Pretty sure I saw her at Junior Worlds last year. And here we get set for the Recurve men's bronze medal match.
France taking on India. Gael Prevost against Tarundeep Rai. And the winner of this match will claim a spot in the World Cup finals. So there's a little bit more at stake than just your normal bronze medal match. Kind of ups the ante a little bit.
Basically, who can ever win this match guarantee their spot to Japan and be able to take more time away from family and friends and co-workers.
There's Gael Prevost of France, 13th in the world, has been ranked as high as 10th in the world. Is guaranteed of going to the Olympics. He's already been named to the French Olympic team. So you're looking at one of the Olympians.
And one of the tallest archers on this field.
About 6'5", I would say. And there's Tarundeep Rai of India, who is still in contention for the World Cup finals in Tokyo. Rai defeated Italy's Michele Frangilli in the quarterfinals shoot-off, each shooting 9s. Rai's was closest to the center. Then lost a shoot-off in the semis to England's Larry Godfrey, who we'll see momentarily. As for Gael Prevost, he had a 7-3 quarterfinal win over Russia's Alexander Kozhin. Trailed after the first set, but rallied to win the next 4 sets, or tie in the next 4 sets. Then in the semifinal match with Mexico's Luis Alvarez, it went to a shoot-off. Prevost fell behind 5-1, rallied back, sent it to a shoot-off, but lost in the shoot-off despite shooting a 9. So Gael Prevost.
Et on l'accompagne.
Bien,
Gael.
Both archers tied with 9 points in this set.
Et ça continue jusqu'au bout propre. Et on l'accompagne. 10.
A little bit of a shake from Prevost, but still a 10.
Un petit peu bas les deux, Titi.
Remember, we continue to be in set play right now. So the high score will take the set.
Allez, on respire. Good shot.
9 points. So Prevost leading by 1.
Actif.
Rai has been out here already. Took part in that great match against Team USA that went to a shoot-off, and Gael Prevost has prevailed here in the first set.
Clinches the first set after the 3rd arrow. This arrow doesn't matter, but still good for him to get sighted in and get the 10 ring in his sights.
So Rai hoping that that final shot will help him build momentum and carry over to the next set. But right now, Gael Prevost leads 2-0 here in the men's bronze medal match on a warm day in Ogden, Utah. You can see the archers trying to stay hydrated as they wait for the arrows to be retrieved and the scores to be recorded. Gael Prevost won a team silver medal at stage 1 in Shanghai back in April. Seems like a long time ago. We were at stage 1 in Shanghai. Also picked up 2 medals at the Asian Grand Prix in February in Thailand. And had a great year last year in 2011. Won a World Cup team gold medal in Turkey. Was 5th here in Ogden, 7th in Shanghai. Made it to the World Cup finals in Istanbul, where he finished in 4th place. In fact, last year here in Ogden came close to medaling at stage 3 in 3 events. Finished 5th in 3 events. So he was on the cusp. And right now, he is in good position to perhaps pick up a bronze medal.
Et on finit le boulot jusqu'au bout. Propre. Super, Titi.
10 points.
Continues his strong shooting.
Allez, on respire et on est prêt. Good shot.
10 points.
Allez, solide devant. On allonge. Et on prend ça fermé, propre jusqu'au bout. 10 et on l'accompagne, solide.
7 points.
Un peu long, Titi.
That doesn't help. It was a little bit longer of a hold than I'm used to seeing Gael Prevost do.
first slip of this match for Gael Prevost.
Tarundeep can clinch it. It's an 8, so Prevost can win it with a 10 here.
Et actif tout le temps jusqu'au bout et on l'accompagne. Avec l'agnac, on reste dessus.
His coach talking him through it.
Solide. 10.
10 seconds.
10 will take the set, 9 will draw.
And
Ooh, an
it's
8.
an 8, so Tarundeep Rai takes this set.
The match, 2-2.
Un petit peu plus de timing. C'est ça qui a manqué.
We'll go back to our original shooting.
So an opportunity gone by the wayside for Gael Prevost of France
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Un petit peu long, ça penche.
as he battles Tarundeep Rai for that final, one of the final World Cup final spots in Tokyo, which we understand the venue is going to be located at a tremendous site. Juan Carlos Delgado does a nice job of finding some of the nicer spots on the planet.
And he makes them look even better.
Yes, he does.
Et moi, s'il y a un petit peu d'air, je te le dis. Comme ça, tu peux prendre ta petite marge.
That beach in Antalya wasn't quite the same once the World Archery Federation rolled everything up and went home.
Exactly.
Still a beautiful beach.
It is. It's a very, very picturesque finals venue. But I mean, in 2006, when the finals were in Mexico near the Mayan temples, well, that was a very nice,
Allez, Titi, on
very
allonge.
nice venue.
On appuie devant et on ferme jusqu'au bout, on reste dessus. Super, c'est bien Titi. c'est
Become
ça.
a world-class archer and see the world.
Guess it's a hard life for some of these people.
Good shot. Same shot.
10 points for Tarundeep Rai.
With the 10,
On allonge derrière.
we've now
Les
established
See
deux
the
ensemble,
hand
Titi,
shaking
jusqu'au bout, on
just
reste
a little
dessus.
bit.
Petite marge.
For
There's a little
Prevost.
bit more shake than I would like to see, and that's an 8. I think he's a little bit tense on the front end. Tarundeep Rai is just going to come up here and shoot a nice relaxed shot.
Good shot. ठीक है,
An
कोई
8,
बात
still
नहीं।
leading in the set.
Plein pot.
हवा भी नहीं था उधर।
Just hope that what happened in the team round doesn't happen again here, where he ties up under the clicker and can't get through the clicker to make the shot.
C'est bien Titi.
There's a 10 to put some pressure on Rai.
That's what Gael was looking for right there.
10 will win this set. 9 will tie.
Shot.
And they would split the points, but
10 wins
they're
it.
not splitting any points.
No, and Tarundeep Rai says, I want those points, give them to me, and here's a 10 to prove it.
So after falling behind 2-0, the Indian archer has forged ahead into the lead. Now leading 4-2 after the first 3 sets, and in a position to lock up the bronze medal if he can take this next set. Prevost surveying the situation.
अपना जो मार रहा बस।
The wind's continuing to blow, although, in all honesty, it doesn't appear as though they're gusting nearly as strong as they were yesterday.
No, the wind is much calmer today, and it was a lot stronger earlier today, but it seems to have calmed down, and the archery gods are being nice to all the archers here on the field of play.
Tarundeep Rai leading 4-2 in set play. This is not just for the bronze medal, but it's also
Interesting to note that Rai has not finished higher than 4th individually at a World Cup event this
Hop,
year.
on finit le boulot et on reste dessus, on l'accompagne.
Gael Prevost.
Bien,
9
Gael.
points for Gael Prevost, just out left.
Shot.
Tarundeep with 9.
9 points.
L'appui et du rythme. Propre jusqu'au bout, on reste dessus. C'est bien Titi.
9 just out of the 10 ring
Bien
to the
tiré.
left.
Prevost battling back, hanging in there.
Good shot.
9 points, still tied.
बस ऐसे ही बच रहा है हल्का से।
So again, we pose the question, who's going to blink?
Et on l'accompagne.
Prevost is
Propre,
showing a lot of shake in that front arm. Not very confident with this shot.
Gael
solide.
needs to win this and draw us.
Yes.
He just proved me wrong.
C'est bien. Super.
Some archers do get lucky at some points.
Good shot.
Tarundeep shoots and scores.
Has to have a
And a
10.
10.
He gets the 10.
Just to keep himself 2 points ahead of Gael Prevost. And now we're in a situation where if Prevost wins the next set, we're going to go into a tie-breaking arrow. If they tie in the next set, Tarundeep Rai wins. And if Tarundeep Rai wins the next set, obviously he wins the match. So Gael needs to win this next set just to stay alive.
5-3, Rai with the lead in set points after they split the set points in that fourth set. Prevost led early 2-0, then it was tied at 2-2. Rai went ahead 4-2, and they have just split the set points, each receiving 1 point for that last set. So it's 5-3 in favor of Tarundeep Rai here in the men's bronze medal match. Gold medal match, the final match of the day, coming up in just a few moments. Rai, by the way, took part in the 2004 Summer Games in Athens. Said he was young and nervous and inexperienced back then. Now Prevost is the youngster, going up against the more experienced Rai.
Good shot.
And 8 points. Now Gael Prevost leads by 1 in this set. Remember, if Prevost wins this set, they will be going to a single arrow tiebreak. 10 points.
We're getting closer to that tiebreaker.
Position that Rai did not want to, or a situation that he did not want to happen.
Good shot.
10 points. Prevost still leading by 1.
Should the French archer make a mistake right here?
10 will win it. 9 will tie. 9. Now Tarundeep Rai needs to shoot a 10 to win this match.
And avoid the shoot-off.
10 to win, 9 to tie. Shoot off. Because Tarundeep Rai's last arrow was an 8, therefore Prevost won that set. And it is a tied situation, each archer at 5 set points. Now, each archer will shoot 1 arrow at the target. Closest arrow to the center of the target will win the match.
Tarundeep, a real battler, has overcome a career-threatening shoulder injury that threatened his career. He was out for about 2 years, but he's come back and gotten to a very high level in World Cup competition and is in position to battle here for the bronze medal. But it's 1 arrow apiece in the shoot-off. Closest to the center takes the bronze.
Shooting first in the shoot-off. Single arrow, sudden death. If the score is the same,
And there's a good look at some of the other French archers who are on the team with Gael Prevost.
So the question,
Here we are replacing the targets so that we can get an accurate measure.
where Tarundeep Rai goes to Tokyo is being settled by the shoot-off, and so is the bronze medal.
Once
Field crew
again,
here showing how to run a tournament, basically, and seeing how hard they work behind the scenes to make sure that this tournament runs smoothly.
and remember, it's not just this match that's on the line right here. It's a trip to Tokyo.
That is the overall underlying prize for this match, besides the bronze medal.
That's the subplot.
If Luis wins over Larry, he will certainly be going to Tokyo.
So the French archer steps up to the shooting line. And all the cameras trained on these 2 archers right here.
Here comes the
Allez
shoot-off.
Titi,
Prevost shooting
bien
first,
placé,
target number 1.
loin derrière. Et du rythme jusqu'au bout, propre. On finit le boulot. Et on l'accompagne. 10.
10x.
All right.
Really can't get much better than that.
Super.
So basically, Tarundeep needs to hit the spider,
He does.
Good shot.
and he will
And
not.
it's an 8. Tarundeep Rai has to settle for 4th. Gael Prevost wins the bronze and his spot to go to Tokyo for the final.
What a comeback for Gael Prevost of France, as he was trailing in this match 4-2 after the first 3 sets, 5-3 after the first 4 sets. Came back in the clutch, tied it up, got it to a shoot-off, and shoots a 10 in the shoot-off in the tiebreaker, and he's fired up. He wins the bronze medal and he gets his ticket punched for Tokyo. He'll be at the World Cup Finals.
And Great Britain's Lawrence Godfrey to battle for gold. Coming up next, our final match of the evening.
So the final match of the day just around the corner. As Prevost and Rai leave the field of play. And a great afternoon of recurve archery is just about to come to a conclusion here in Ogden, Utah.